The Clockwork Ledger, Entry the 4th, recovered from the personal ledger of Chief Engineer Josephine Amberlyn, City of Greyharbor, dated the 14th of December. She reached Greyharbor at first light, 4 days of railcart travel behind her, and went straight down to the heart before she'd even set down her satchel. She expected the worst. She found the gauges steady, the pressure holding, the familiar blue light breathing exactly as it should.
She also found Wilhelmina Cobb, Minnie, her apprentice of 3 months, asleep in a hard chair against the chamber wall, having clearly kept a vigil there for longer than 1 night. "You said listen if you're not sure," Minnie said, rubbing her eyes. "I wasn't sure the whole time you were gone, so I listened the whole time you were gone."
Minnie reported one irregularity, a single flutter on the second night that didn't match ordinary strain. Not a stutter, almost, she said, like the core was listening for something, rather than simply being listened to. Josephine did the arithmetic in her head before she could stop herself. The second night was the night she'd first pressed her palm to Ashvale's dark, dormant core, 4 days' travel away. She didn't have time to sit with that thought. A runner was already waiting at the surface with a summons, sealed with the city's stamp. The mayor's office required her presence within the hour.
Mayor Cornelius Thistlewood did not raise his voice. He rarely needed to. He informed her evenly that a concerned member of the engineering circle had reported her unauthorized 4-day absence. No name given, though Josephine could only think of one engineer who'd have known her exact travel dates closely enough to report them. He also informed her that City Instruments had logged a minor pressure irregularity during that window. It was, he said, now a matter of record. He asked her directly whether there was anything wrong with his engine. She answered as carefully as she'd ever answered anything, that she'd been investigating irregularities tied to a decommissioned sister engineering post as part of standard diligence, and that nothing was wrong that wasn't already being handled. Every word of it was true. None of it was the whole truth. He accepted it, for now, with a warning. Any future absences without formal authorization would trigger a full council review of the chief engineer's authority. Not a threat, he said, a courtesy, so she'd understand exactly what was coming if this happened again. Walking back, she understood 2 things clearly for the first time. First, whatever connected Greyharbor's core to Ashvale's was stronger and faster than distance should allow. Minnie's flutter proved that. Second, someone inside the engineering circle had been watching her closely enough to know exactly when to speak up and exactly who to speak to.
End of Entry 4. Filed under Greyharbor, Engineering, Unclassified Anomaly, under Institutional Review. The mayor wants no more surprises. The council, she suspects, will want more than that. The Clockwork Ledger, Entry 5, is already being written. Subscribe so you're there when she answers to all 5 of